This is The Scoop for Tuesday.
I'm Juanita Hurtado Huérfano with the WMNF News Headlines. Conflict is spreading in the Middle East after the U.S. and Israel bombed Iran during what the Pentagon calls Operation Epic Fury. WMNF's Leah Burdick reports demonstrators yesterday were calling for the U.S. to leave the Middle East and stay away from sovereign nations.
Trump, what are you saying?
Around 20 demonstrators gathered outside Tampa City Hall protesting the recent attacks on Iran. Adi Kadar is an organizer with the Party for Socialism and Liberation in Tampa Bay. He says the U.S. claims the strikes were meant to stop Iran from developing nuclear weapons are not true.
Number one, Iran has not pursued nuclear weapons. Iran is a member of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, the NPA, and they have not been pursuing nuclear weapons. However, Israel does have nuclear weapons. They're not a signatory of that treaty. It's an open secret that Israel has nuclear weapons, and it's not stated, it's not discussed whatsoever. But number two, okay, if Donald Trump, he really did destroy these nuclear sites back in June, how can this strike be about destroying Iran's nuclear capability again?
Counter-demonstrator Adam Francisco says he's an anti-war and a Trump supporter.
It's tough not to side with the people of a country. So when I see how happy and I see their tears flowing, I stand with the people of Iran and I stand with President Trump.
Even with opposing views, the demonstration remained peaceful as both sides voiced their differences. For WMNF News, I'm Leah Burdick in Tampa.
Yesterday, a state senator, Erin Grall, filed an amendment for her bill SB 1178. The bill seeks to restrict foreign interference. The Tampa Bay Times reports this amendment was introduced to prepare the state for free trade with Cuba if the island's regime falls. The preparations come after U.S. intervention in Venezuela and Iran. Last Friday, Governor Ron DeSantis signed a death warrant for former police officer James Aaron Duckett. He was convicted of first-degree murder and sexual battery on 1988. He's scheduled to die by lethal injection March 31st. His will be the fifth execution of 2026 amid protocol violation allegations. Florida carried out 19 executions in 2025, a modern-era record. Billy Leon Kears will also be executed tonight for killing a police officer in 1991. The $608 million grant Florida was expecting from the federal government will be withheld until a required environmental review is completed. According to the Florida Phoenix, the immigration detention centers, publicly known as Alligator Alcatraz and Deportation Depot, were projected to cost $1.7 billion over 2 years. The state will pay about $1.1 billion of the cost. With the delayed reimbursement, those costs will continue to grow. The state received notice of the requirement 4 times last year. State officials said the environmental review is in progress. A project in Manatee County is aiming to restore the oyster reefs around the Manatee River. Biological investigator with the project, Ernesto Lazo de la Vega, says the Palmero Community Redevelopment Agency launched the initiative in 2023. They are now collecting data on the number of clusters and baby oysters that have been born since.
So we want to harvest those oysters, determine their size, and then determine how much is the total filtration power that exists in that reef balls. And that will give us numbers to determine how much water has been filtered by one of these clusters. And now multiply that times 77. Wow!
The project is expected to last 5 years. So the final data and report will come out in late 2028. Today, it will be sunny with highs in the high 80s. Tonight, it will be partially cloudy with lows in the mid-60s. And tomorrow, it will be partially cloudy nearing high 80s. I'm Juanita Hurtado Huérfano with the WMNF News Headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.